Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Hajra Tariq and the topic I am going to present is the chemistry of smell. Five senses are there: sight, hearing, touch, taste and smell. And as we got earlier, we learned more about what actually causes these senses to be activated. When light bounces off an object, our eyes receive that light and we call it sight. When vibrations travels through the air, our eardrums vibrate and our brain interprets the sound. Touch and taste are equally straightforward. When we brush up against something or put food in our mouth, we touch and we taste. But what causes smell? We could just say aromas are in the air, but what is that actually triggers our brain to recognize a scent? The answer is small molecules and a little bit of chemistry. If we talk about small molecules or big molecules, when we sense a smell in the air, we are actually sensing the presence of smell or vaporized molecules. So when you smell a flower baking bread, so you are actually sensing molecules that have evaporated from the surface of those objects. These molecules move through the air and into your nose, then they bind with a specific set of olfactory receptors and generate a signals in your brain, triggering you to recognize that specific smell. The next is the chemistry of the smell of death. So the decomposition is divided into four stages: fresh stage, blotted stage, active decay stage and advanced stage. The fresh stage of decay kicks off about 4 minutes after death. Once the heart has stopped beating, the cells in the body are deprived of oxygen. As carbon dioxide and waste products build up, the cells start to break down as a result of enzymatic processes. These are known as autolysis. The next stage is blotted stage. The second stage of decay occurs as a result of the action of microorganisms. The action of bacteria on the soft tissue of the body produces a variety of gases which causes the gases to become blotted and swell in size. It is claimed that the body can as much as double in size during this stage of decomposition. The sulfur-containing compound that the bacteria release also causes decoloration of the skin, giving it a yellow-green line. The third stage is that of active decay. At this stage, the ongoing action of bacteria activity and decomposition leads to the liquefaction of tissues and the persistence of the strong odor. It is during this stage that the cadaver loses the great mass, and the final stage, or advanced decay stage, occurs when most of the cadaveric material has already decomposed. There are several key compounds that contribute toward the characteristic order of decay. Two of these are pretty much named for this contribution. One is cadaverine and the other is putrescine. The aroma of both is loosely described as rotting flesh, and they have relatively low odor, meaning that not a lot is required in order for them to make their presence felt by your nostrils. Oddly enough, their presence in your body isn't limited until after you die. However, both crop up in case of oral halitosis as well as in urine, semen, and contributing to their odor. The other two compounds are skatole and indole. Skatole, as you may have already guessed from the name, has a strong odor of feces, while indole has a musty mothball-like smell. Both compounds are found in human and animal feces, so it is little surprise that they can contribute unpleasantness to the odor of the decomposing corpse. The strange thing about both is that at low concentration, they actually have quite pleasant, flowery aromas leading to an array of unexpected uses. Indole is found in jasmine oil, which is used in many perfumes, while synthetic skatole is used in small amounts as a flavoring in ice creams or as well as being found in perfumes. There is still a lot we don't know about decomposition. The bodies they study are those who have chosen to donate their remains. These are then allowed to decay in a range of conditions and studied as they do so. This can help the researchers determine the appearance and chemical emission of bodies, then inform the police investigation where bodies are discovered, helping to determine a more accurate time of death. And from this process, we can smell the death. Thank you so much.